And so this is what Jesus is getting at when he was speaking to the Pharisees in the Gospel of John, chapter 7. You know, he said, anyone that's willing to do God's will know concerning the teaching or the doctrine, its origin, whether it comes from God or man. Or Jesus said, whether it comes from me, because they thought he does his miracles by the prince of demons, Beelzebub, because he didn't keep the Sabbath day. He was always breaking the Sabbath day, which, according to the law, was a stonable offense. But in Deuteronomy 18, when God had descended upon Mount Horeb to speak unto the children of Israel, to declare unto them the commandments that he expected for them to live by, they said unto Moses, when they saw the fire, they said, let him not speak unto us any more, neither let us see this great fire, lest we die. And Jehovah said, they have well said what they have said. He said, for this reason I will raise up another prophet like unto you from amongst their brethren. Him shall they hear in everything that he shall say, for I will put my words in his mouth, because he's going to speak everything I command him to speak. And this is what Jesus said throughout the gospel accounts, is given record that he said, I can do nothing of myself. What I hear the Father say, those things I say. What I see him do, those things I do. The Father works hitherto, I work hitherto. I mean, and this is what Paul was getting at too in Romans 8:14. Those that are led by the Spirit of God are the sons of God, the ones born of God. Because if we live according to the flesh, we will die. And Jesus he was flesh and blood. He was susceptible to all the weaknesses of the flesh that we are, yet without sin. But we need to understand, just because you're capable of sin doesn't mean that you have to sin. And in fact, if we don't, if we continue to submit ourselves to the flesh and not submit ourselves to the Spirit of God we are born of, if you're born of him, if you've been born of Jesus Christ, of water and the Spirit. I mean, because a lot of people are being baptized into a Trinity, and that's not the faith. There is no Trinity. I mean, we need to understand the truth. You have to enter the faith to have the power of God in you to walk in obedience.